Jim Carrey just appeared in Paris after months of hiding, but he doesn't look like himself anymore. His eyes changed color, his face looks new, and all his wrinkles are gone. The man who once said Hollywood was fake now says he loves it. Like a complete switch flipped overnight. And it's not just him, we've seen this happen before. Kanye warned everyone that if he came back looking different, it wouldn't be him. Then he disappeared and returned acting completely strange. Jamie Foxx got mysteriously sick the same week Diddy got arrested and came back looking different too, with freckles he never had and a tattoo missing. 4 famous people, same pattern, same silence. Something is happening in Hollywood that no one is talking about, and what comes next could change everything you thought you knew. Jim Carrey just appeared in Paris looking and sounding completely different. And it's the same pattern we saw with Kanye West last year. Why is it that whenever a celebrity speaks out against the industry, they suddenly change appearance and behavior, taking back everything they said? Who was impersonating Jim Carrey at the 2026 Caesar Awards?
Yeah, if they're telling you that there's no clones, the guy telling you is probably a fucking clone. At this point, I have no doubt that they've made human clones. They've made dog clones. You can get your dog cloned. If your dog's gonna die, you can get the DNA from your dog, get a fucking puppy, and it'll be eerily similar to your dog. They think including some personality traits, which is just very bizarre, very Pet Cemetery. Right. But if they can do that, why can't they do that to people? They can.
Just days ago, Jim Carrey appeared at the 2026 Caesar Awards after months out of the public eye. And he looked completely different. This was the first time he had been seen since November of last year, and fans were stunned. His mannerisms, skin, eye color, and even the way he spoke had all changed. Wrinkles were gone, and his bone structure looked altered.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's, then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards. And I was like, I'm dead.
Some fans speculated that Jim Carrey might have had plastic surgery, but plastic surgery doesn't change your eye color. Even if he wore contact lenses and had jaw work done, the way this person spoke didn't match Jim Carrey at all. In recent years, Jim had grown tired of the entertainment industry, mentioning multiple times that he was planning to quit. He had also stopped attending award shows, once calling them the most meaningless events he could imagine.
In the streets, you need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
You got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons,
in icons?
boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry, you're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut her down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't get dressed up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
Now, compare this version of Jim Carrey to the person seen at the recent Caesar Awards. These are not the same individual. Online rumors suggest Jim Carrey was replaced by a clone. For years, Jim had warned about what happens behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. After Diddy's arrest, he revealed that humiliation rituals, cult-like behavior, and couch culture were still rampant in Hollywood. Yet this new version of him couldn't stop praising and expressing love for that very same industry.
There is a huge conspiracy theory about beloved Hollywood actor Jim Carrey right now because people are saying he's acting and looking very different. Did the Illuminati finally get their loudest whistleblower and clone him, thus silencing him? This is like two conspiracy theories in one, so here's everything you need to know.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower.
So yesterday, 64-year-old Jim Carrey received a Caesar Award in Paris, which is like a French Oscar. And he was just suspiciously acting out of character for the iconic Jim Carrey personality. And longtime fans also noticed he looked younger or very different. And for a lot of actors in Hollywood, that's the norm. He's 64. I support people getting work done. But a lot of conspiracy theorists who are really just diehard fans say normally Jim Carrey would never do this. His whole brand is drastically changing his facial expressions and melding his face into whatever he needs to do for his role. It's just the last person you would ever expect to do that. But what's really freaking people out and driving home the conspiracy theory is that his eyes are a completely different color now. They are green, but they used to be very obviously brown. Is it him? Is someone new under the mask? And Jim Carrey is infamous for his whole career long time giving very powerful speeches against government corruption, against capitalism, against those in power.
Once clips of Jim Carrey went viral, some fans suggested it might be a YouTuber or prankster impersonating him. Alexis Stone, a well-known makeup artist allegedly involved, soon proved this wasn't true. Fans then revisited hints from Jim's old interviews, where he even admitted that he sometimes uses a body double.
Now, we were talking about Jim's problem with the as he calls them, the stalkerazzi.
This is the
because
phrase that I coined.
They stalk you. He coined that. He came up with that.
Yeah.
So how do you handle it? What is the solution? Because a lot of folks would be interested in this. What do you do?
I've done this a few times now, and it's using a decoy.
I'm sorry, a decoy?
Using a decoy. It sounds so ridiculous, but it works like a charm.
like a double.
It's fantastic.
Like a Jim Carrey double.
A Jim Carrey double.
Well, yeah, that's amazing.
So what I do is I send him off in one direction, sucks all the press in that direction, and I can just have my day. And
whatever you want to do.
Wherever I want, totally unmolested. It's fantastic.
Right.
And,
well, they say the best ideas are the simplest ones, and this really couldn't be more simple.
It really is
and
amazing.
I'm sure it works.
really works.
This wasn't just a body double. This was something darker and more sinister. The real Jim Carrey was nowhere to be seen, and this version went against everything the old Jim had stood for. In previous interviews, Jim had expressed his disdain for the entertainment industry and warned that people were being controlled by the Illuminati. Now, he couldn't stop praising acting and the very industry he once criticized. The situation grew so bizarre that other celebrities began commenting. Megan Fox posted on Instagram saying, "I can't handle any more stress right now. I need to know if this is real." One viral tweet read, "Jim Carrey was once about peace, meditation, and disclosure." This interview shows why he was replaced. He was given a choice, prison over his girlfriend's overdose or being controlled. He chose cloning. Even they killed him anyway and turned him into a hateful puppet.
I can't handle any more stress right now. I need to know if this is real. One tweet about the situation read, "Jim Carrey was once about peace, meditation, and disclosure. This interview is why he was murdered and replaced. They gave him a choice of going to prison for his girlfriend's overdose or being controlled. He chose cloning. They killed him anyway and made him a hateful puppet."
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Oh, I like
It's the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and look at them trying to...
This theory may sound crazy, but some of the biggest celebrities have confirmed that it actually happens. Kanye West even said that if he ever came back looking and talking differently, it wouldn't be him. And then that's exactly what happened. The pattern is always the same. A celebrity becomes disillusioned by fame and money, begins exposing the industry's secrets, then disappears from the public eye for months, only to return looking different and defending the very industry they once criticized. Just listen to what Kanye said before he vanished.
It's like, we're gonna take your money, we're gonna block you, we're gonna do this, we're gonna take your life. Like a lot of, my life has been I wake up every day just surprised to be alive. Like, because of how many threats I got from political to, you know, Twitter commentary to all that, just like going through, just to be like, boom, I'm exposed because the first step to cleaning up something is like, people be like, man, there's some smell, it just smell like that. It's like, have you checked under that couch? But nobody want to lift up that couch. And when you go to lift up the couch, the whole industry is like, stay away from that couch. Yeah. We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on PSYOPs
Who's this
in the
guy?
Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me, and they when I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So look, I guess
And then we all saw how Kanye West acted after he returned. Everything he did with Bianca and the way he behaved was different. Allegedly, those behind the supposed clone were trying to ruin his reputation. He started doing things he once vowed he would never do or say, and the entire industry painted him as crazy. The same man everyone once called insightful and sought advice from was suddenly dismissed as just another crazy guy.
The real, not the phony. The phony would clone me. Just watch how they cloned me. Hey, look at me, show me.
I was Ye, and then they started making more Ye's.
I think Kanye is a clone. I wholeheartedly believe what I'm about to say. I think there are clones, and I'm gonna tell you why. Remember, he was really talking a lot. The cabal didn't like that, you know? The Illuminati, the cabal, they did not like how much he was saying. He was calling a lot of people out, and he said, if I go away and I come back and I look different, that is not me.
If I ever went anywhere, we know why.
What the happened? He was gone for a
He
little while.
did
No,
that
hold
because
on.
he wanted to gain weight. I would do that too. I'm going to do that next summer.
Look at him. Compare old photos of him. It's not the same person. It's not. Don't cancel me, Hollywood.
How do you think that these people would hide that, Kristen? If somebody tried to clone you, I would scream it from the top of the mountains like that's not Kristen.
You literally will get.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I believe this with every ounce in my body.
The most striking part was how Kanye West reportedly agreed to go back on his medication. In a previous interview, he had said they were trying to medicate him into silence and that he'd rather die than comply. Now, however, he was allegedly back on meds and apologizing to everyone in the industry he had previously exposed. Fans say this isn't the real Kanye. One tweet even claimed, "This is not Kanye. This is a clone." The man recently called himself the new Jesus, and all I could think was, that's it, we've lost him. But I can't ignore what I'm seeing. This isn't him. Fight me.
I would rather be dead, not in jail, because I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
just said you don't.
I have to finish the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. 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 I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
Clones in the entertainment industry are reportedly an open secret. Whenever a celebrity starts growing too big for the industry to control, they disappear and return completely changed. Rumors even suggest that Diddy's sentence might be served by a clone. Fans compared public images of Diddy with leaked jail photos, and the bone structure of the person at Fort Dix appeared completely different.
As a clone, apparently there's this thing spreading around where people are saying that the person that's actually in jail is not the real Diddy. Let me catch you up to speed. This is a real photo of Diddy. Notice the markings on his face? They're very prominent, and they are from the real Diddy. However, in this mugshot right here, you do not see these markings at all, so people are claiming that whoever is in jail, allegedly, supposedly, is not the real Diddy. This photo always terrified me. There's just something off about this photo. To make matters even more weird, Diddy's private jet is still flying around as we speak and making stops in various locations around the world. Just a few days ago, his private jet was spotted at Auckland Airport, a spot normally reserved for private aircraft. This is from the account Celebrity Jets. They're actually tracking P. Diddy's private jet flight path, and this is when it was landing at New Zealand. And 2 days ago, it was at Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the actual private jet that Diddy owned. And you can see him getting off this private jet here. So,
as for the real Diddy, flight records show his private plane was in use. And on the day of his arrest, it was reportedly flying toward the Caribbean. That was the last time he was seen in public. And soon after, rumors of a clone being used began circulating. Joe Rogan has claimed that elites use clones. Given Diddy's status as one of Hollywood's most successful figures, could his clone really be the one serving his sentence while he remains free?
The explosive documentary is Combs' longtime rival, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and director Alexandria Stapleton.
How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
The recordings give viewers an intimate look at Combs' mindset ahead of his criminal trial, even conversations with his legal team.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day.
Perhaps.
What was he intending to use it for?
I have no idea what he was doing that for.
I mean, you know, you're talking about a man who films himself doing everything and has for decades. I think he wanted someone to be behind the scenes with him.
Combs' team firing back in a statement to NBC News today, saying the Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece and that they relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. His team sending a cease and desist to Netflix. Netflix referring NBC News to a statement from Stapleton in which she said they lawfully obtained the footage.
Cat Williams also supports the clone theory, claiming that Jamie Foxx was cloned, but the clone kept slipping up. According to Williams, the clone had too many freckles, which the real Jamie never did, and was missing a tattoo on the back of his head. He concluded that the real Jamie Foxx was involved in Diddy's parties.
Jamie Foxx ain't shit. That nigga gonna make you watch his funeral. Nigga televised his funeral. He ain't even dead. He was just up there. Let me be specific. Anything I say tonight is allegedly, bitch. I don't know shit. I just live here talking. I love Jamie Foxx. Let me say that. I love Jamie Foxx. But his clone. His clone ain't shit. His clone kept on messing up. The clone showed up with a face full of freckles. We ain't never even seen Jamie Foxx with freckles. This clone is stupid as hell. The clone didn't even have a tattoo on the back of his head. I couldn't believe it. I watched the whole thing twice. I still don't know what had happened was. That nigga started the story with, and somebody gave me an aspirin, and 21 days later, wait a minute, what? That sounds like somebody gave you a dick. You got to be more specific, sir. I'm scared of all this. And they don't invite me nowhere because they know what the f is up. I want to see the shenanigans, my nigga, but I do not want to participate. This when I knew I was gonna fuck with Jamie. This nigga was having butt-naked basketball parties. And I love basketball. But I don't love basketball like that, bitch.
Rumors of a Jamie Foxx clone first emerged after he disappeared due to an undisclosed health issue. To this day, he has never explained what the problem was or why he needed to stay out of the public eye. The timing is suspicious. His disappearance lined up perfectly with the day Diddy was arrested, and he only returned after Diddy was sentenced. Could that really be just a coincidence?
Said I was a clone. You motherfuckers really thought I was a clone. Listen, I was having dinner at some eatery in Vegas, and I walk out, and my daughter's behind me, and she overheard the dude go, "That ain't that. That's a clone. Nigga Diddy got that nigga. That's a clone. That ain't Jamie Foxx. Look at that nigga, man. That ain't him." But I gotta tell you this, Atlanta, you can't clone this. I brought you too much original shit. It ain't enough clone juice in the world to clone me. I brought you this. Hey, for real though, I rock your world.
Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this is just coincidence and internet myth, or is something bigger happening in Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.